Okay, we'll get started. This week was Valentine's Day, I'm sure you all knew that. And so I thought our class today and last week we did a heart opening practice. So this is all about coming into our practice this evening from the heart, which means we're moving in a more instinctive way, which we should do anyway. And with a little bit more focus here, getting into some poses that will give us some freedom across the chest. You haven't got any Love Heart Sweet, which the Monday group had, a sort of loving kindness to yourself, heart-focused practice. So if you're happy to do so, seated position, doesn't have to be cross-legged, something that feels okay for your body. And if you prefer to lie down, you're very welcome. Let's just close the eyes. Let's just take this time to stop, pause. Whatever's happening in your life right now, however your week has been, or whatever's going on after this class, let's try and put those things to one side. Let's have our focus just on the here and now, ourselves. Nothing else matters. And from your foundation, start to lengthen up through the spine. Have a little lift of your chest. And just let the shoulders drop down away from the ears, just feeling a little bit more expansive across the chest. As we slow our breath, we start to feel a little bit more in the moment as we focus on that breath coming in and out through the nose. And maybe to begin with, we can just allow that out-breath to be that little bit longer. And you can use that out-breath to let go of tension in the body, the mind. Breathe it all away. As you inhale, inflate your belly, pressing a little bit more air into the lungs. As you exhale, drawing the navel back toward the spine, squeezing air out of the lungs. Inhaling fully, exhaling completely. And just add a little focus to this breath. So your next inhale, you're going to count to 1, 2, 3, 4. Just hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale through the mouth, long and deep. Again, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. One more, inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Take a full breath in. And letting go. And just find a smooth, steady breath, breathing in and out of the nose. As we bring our hands together at the heart, let the palms touch as we pause to check in with how we're feeling this evening. In our physical body, in our emotional body. And just being aware of these things as we go through our practice. And then together, let's circle the arms up to the sky. Take a breath in as you look up at the fingers. And then exhale, swim the hands behind the back. Just going to lean into the hands. If you can, have your fingertips facing towards you and get a nice lift of the chest. And gently release. So if you're cross-legged, we're just going to switch the position of the legs. If you're not cross-legged, obviously any position that is comfortable for you. I'm just going to spend this time just a couple of minutes just to get into the chest area. So I want to give it your right fingertips and just find a place on the inside of that left shoulder that's a little bit tight and sore. You'll find somewhere. It's usually this sort of muscle here. I want you to really dig in to the point where it feels quite uncomfortable. Keep digging in, keep that pressure, and bring your hand to the opposite shoulder, so to your right shoulder. Now as you dig in, you're going to reach that left arm out to the left and gently pull your fingertips on the skin and the tissues to the right side, so you can feel that stretch here. You take the arm back and then repeat, sort of closing and opening out, digging into those tissues, and you can keep moving those fingers to different areas and find another tender, sore point. And I'm really pressing quite firmly into my fingers here on the shoulder. My left fingers, your right fingers. Each time finding another area that's a little bit sore, and this will just give you some freedom in your shoulder, open up your chest area. Another time. Good. And then gently we're going to swap over, so finding a tender point inside the shoulder, maybe the muscle here, and bring your right hand to your left shoulder, press and dig in, and then stretch it out. And just sort of pulling the fingertips to the opposite side. Keep digging in, keep stretching out, maybe finding a different area. Obviously being mindful, don't need to leave here bruises, but you need quite a firm pressure here just to really get deep into the tissues. Another time. Good. And gently release, bring your hands to your shoulders. Let's do some nice big circles. Now I've created some space in the muscles and the tissues, just lubricating those joints. And then we're going to take the arms back up to the sky, so inhale, reach. Bring the hands behind you, lean into the hands, fingertips facing towards you if you can, which will just stop you from hyperextending at the elbows. And then bring your feet to the mat. Roll your shoulders back and lift the chest. And you should find there's a little bit more space than what we did just a moment ago. Keep your chin tucked, don't throw the head back as we gently window wipe our legs side to side, keeping that lift of the chest. Good. Back to center, a little bit more space, take a breath in. And gently relax the shoulders and come all the way forwards into a tabletop position, hands and knees. So placing wrists under shoulders or fists if that's more comfortable, knees underneath the hips. Move the shoulders away from the ears and plug the shoulders in your sockets. And then drop the belly, tilt the tailbone up, open the chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, cat, press down, tuck your chin, squeeze the navel, and just really push so you've got a nice big stretch in the upper back. And then repeat, inhale, cow, opening out the heart, exhale, cat. Nice and slowly with breath, just creating space. And then coming to your neutral position through the spine and the pelvis, it's going to get your right hand and bring it to your left side, your left ribs. And we're going to unravel the chest to the right side, so gently pulling that left side to the right. And as you do so, turn your chest and then reach your right elbow to the sky as we open out the right shoulder, and then maybe take the arm up, but maybe just the elbow if that works. And then we're going to thread the right arm underneath the left, but just hover the shoulder. And then we'll repeat, press the hand into the mat, left hand to your side, and then open out the chest to that right side. Elbow first, maybe the hand going deeper, and then exhale, hover. One more time, rolling open that chest to the right side, reaching up, take a full inhale. And then we'll thread, and we'll keep going this time until we can get the shoulder and the temple onto the mat. And then slide your left fingertips so they're in front of your face, elbow high. And just gently press into the fingertips. You roll to your outer right shoulder until you feel it near the shoulder blade, inside of the shoulder blade. Yes, you might just need to stretch that right arm a little bit more to the left. And then use that left hand to press yourself up. So back into our tabletop position. And we'll do it on the other side. So left hand to right side, and then you're gently pulling that right side to the left, and then opening out, elbow to the sky, and then reaching the arm up, or just keep the elbow there. And then thread the arm, hover the shoulder. Repeat, take hold of the side, and then open out, elbow to hand. Exhale, hover. One more, opening out, reaching and lengthening. And then we'll keep going as we bring the left shoulder and the temple on the mat. Bring the right fingertips in front of your face, and then gently press into the fingertips to roll towards your outer shoulder. So you can feel the stretch inside the shoulder blade. And then gently, carefully press yourself back up into a tabletop position. From here, we're going to lower down, take your hands forwards, bring your shoulders to your hands, and wrapping the inner elbow to face forwards. And then move the shoulders in the sockets and run the shoulder blades down the back, navel to spine. As we lower down, we keep those shoulders snugly in the sockets. And then lifting hands off the mat and the chest, hugging the elbows in, the floating cobra, which is a good variation for cobra for back issues. And then lower back down. You can repeat that if you wish, or a little bit pressure on the hands as we lift a little bit higher in our cobra. Keeping the pelvis pressed down, elbows hugged in. Lower, exhale. Pressing up to knees, inhale. Tucking your toes, take a half dog, press into those toes as you exhale. And then spreading the fingers wide, come forwards into tabletop, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, lift up and press back. And from your outer shoulder blades, start to reach all the way to the hands. You're lengthening and lifting through the shoulders. Nice steady breaths. And then just start to walk out your feet here, getting into the backs of the legs. Slow the breath, smooth it out of any jagged edges. Let's take a couple more breaths here, trying to find a little bit more space. And then very slowly make your way top or bottom of your mat, whichever is more instinctive for you. And we'll take a ragdoll wherever you get to. Relaxing the upper body, shake out the head, relax the shoulders, face and jaw. And then slowly start to roll up. Circle the arms out and up, inhale. Hands come to the heart, exhale. Good. Circle out and up, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, gaze, lift the heart, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Again, like that, inhale. Just warming up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Good. So if you're not there already, top of the mat. Feet in that good parallel position. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest. And just gently draw the navel in and then lift the chest into the hand. So you're more uplifted and open that chest heart area. Let the shoulders relax down away from the ears. And find that smooth, steady breath here. Maintaining that. Take a breath in. Hands come to the heart, exhale. A circle out and up, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, gaze, lift the heart. Exhale, step the right foot back. Bring the knee down, untuck your foot. Circle to sky, inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Downward facing dog, press back. Coming to your plank pose as you inhale. Shoulders forwards, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, lower. Untuck the toes, cobra inhale, hands on or off. Downward facing dog, press back, exhale. Little half a step forwards and then press back into your downward dog, reaching from the shoulder blades all the way to the fingertips. Take a full breath in and a lengthy breath out. Coming onto the toes, step the right foot forwards. Bring the left knee down, untuck. Circle to sky, inhale. Fingertips to mat, exhale. Step forwards to gaze, inhale, push off that back foot. Folding, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, gaze, lift the heart. Exhale, left foot back. Knee down, untuck. Circle up, inhale. Downward facing dog. Press back, exhale. Coming to your plank pose, inhale. Being mindful of those shoulders as we lower, exhale. Into your cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And again, just adjusting those feet and then reaching away from the top of the mat, pressing the thighs back and the heels down. Coming onto the toes, step the left foot forwards, right knee down, untuck. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fingers to mat. Step forwards, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Toe heel your feet together so they're touching. Bend the knees, chair pose. Reach the arms. Take a breath in. Hands to heart. We're going to twist to the right, so hook your elbow to the outside of your knee. And then press down on that top hand as we turn into the twist. Tuck your chin. And just move that left knee and hip back. Nice deep breaths. Don't hold the breath. Release. Chair pose. Inhale. Hands to heart. Twist to the left. Exhale. And again, to begin with, just hook the elbow. And then press down on that top hand as you turn your chest into the twist, trying to draw those hands to center. Tuck your chin, slightly leaning back, definitely breathing. Gently release. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Toe heel your feet to position that's more comfortable. Circle out and up, inhale. Fold all the way down, exhale. Heart lifts, inhale. Right foot back, knee down, untuck the foot. Circle to sky, inhale. This time we're going to add a twist to the left as you exhale, using your hands on your legs to help you in the twist. Reach back up, inhale. Fingertips to mat, exhale. Tuck your back toes under, shimmy your left foot forwards, and then take the hips back into your half splits. Reaching forwards with the chest, inhale, and lower, exhale. Slide the heel towards you. As we come forwards, plant the hands, down dog, press back. Inhale into your plank pose. Exhale, lower to mat or chaturanga. Sticking with your cobra or tops of the feet for upward facing dog. Pressing back, downward facing dog. Take the right leg to the sky, inhale. Bend the knee and open the hip, pressing the thigh back. And then even off the pelvis. Inhale, stretch the leg out behind you, take a breath in. And exhale, step it forwards, top of the mat. And then inhale, step forwards to gaze. Exhale, fold. Rise up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, gaze, lift the heart. Exhale, left foot back. Knee down, untucking your foot. Circle to sky, inhale. Twist to right as you exhale, and again, use your hands to help you in that twist. Circle back up, inhale. Fingertips to mat, exhale. Tuck your back toes under, shimmy that right foot forwards a couple of inches, and then half splits. Maybe keep a little bend in the knee, doesn't have to be locked out. As you reach forwards with the chest, pull the leg into the hip socket and the toes towards you. Breathing. And then slide the heel towards you a little way, plant the foot, plant your hands, down dog. Into your vinyasa if you wish, plank pose, inhale. Mindfully lower, exhale. Lift the heart, cobra. Upward facing dog, shoulder blades down the back. Downward facing dog, exhale. Really trying to keep those shoulders snugly in the sockets when we're doing any weight bearing stuff. Take the left leg to the sky, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip to the left. Press the thigh back, feel that stretch in the front of the hip. Even off the pelvis, take it back, inhale. Step the foot forwards, exhale. Step forwards to gaze, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Hands come to the heart, exhale, good. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, and close your eyes. Once again, being aware of your breath. Slow it down. And then releasing your hands, opening your eyes, staying more uplifted and open the chest. You're going to take your arms up to the sky. You're going to take hold of your left wrist, and from the bottom of your shoulder blade, you're just going to start to lift and lengthen. So you're lifting that shoulder blade up. So you're getting a little bit longer on that left side. And then we'll take the stretch all the way to the right. So lifting that shoulder blade up. And then gently bring yourself back up. Swap the hands over, and from the shoulder blade, start to lift up and lengthen. Get a little bit longer. Maintain that length as you take it over. Bring yourself back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lift the heart, inhale. And fold back in. You can go straight to downward dog if you wish, or we're going to go to plank and then do 3 little press ups just to really balance out our shoulders. If you want to skip this out, please do. So to begin with, shoulders above the wrists. And it's going to shift our shoulders forwards, and we'll all do this even though we're super strong today, and bring the knees down. And we're going to pick up our feet and cross at the ankles. Now, first of all, you're going to look at the top of your mat and draw the navel to spine, so you're not sitting in your lower back. And then you're going to rotate so the inner elbows more facing forwards, and you're going to move the shoulders into the sockets and pull your shoulder blades down your back. Maintain that. Take a breath in. Rocking on the knees, halfway down, exhale. Shoulder blades down the back. Press back up, inhale. Keep those shoulders snug in the sockets. Exhale. The chest and heart stay nice and open. Push back up. One more. Push back up. Keep the shoulders snug in the sockets as we control that descent all the way down. And release the feet to the mat. So like I said, any weight-bearing stuff, we're sort of thinking about plugging the shoulders down and keeping the shoulder blades down our back. So from here, you can lift your hands and chest off the mat and your feet. I'm going to give you a couple of options, or a few options. Stay here, 1, or you can rock back to a cobra, 2, or move the hands to lower ribs, keep the lift of the feet, and then start to rock back to the tops of the feet as they come to the mat, upward facing dog. And then push back, downward dog. That little transition may get you a little bit deeper into upward facing dog, so be mindful. Because just by activating those muscles of the back, you've brought some freedom to the front body. Take the right leg to the sky, inhale. As you come forwards, bring your knee to your left arm. As you exhale, squeeze it high into the armpit. Take the leg back up, inhale. As you come forwards, bring your knee to your right arm, nice and high. Take it back up, inhale. Step it inside the hand as you exhale. And just help it through, help it through. Okay, we're going to come into warrior one, so have a look at your back foot. Hop it forwards one touch. Hop it to the left one touch. And then turn the heel in, but make sure your left toes are facing diagonally forwards. As we come up, facing the front. Warrior one. So bending that right knee so it's above the ankle. Match that pressure with the left foot as you push towards the outer edge. And take your right shoulder back and your left shoulder forwards. Drawing the navel in, lift the chest. And reach to the fingertips, lifting from underneath those shoulder blades. Inhale here. Exhale, swim your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Open out the chest, inhale. And then humble warrior, push off that back foot. If you wish, come forwards inside your right knee. And as you do so, tuck your chin, look at the back of the mat. Bend the knee deeply. Nice deep breaths. And then very slowly we'll come back to our warrior one, reaching up to the fingertips. You can look up or you can look forwards. And then downward facing dog, press back. Good. Take a full breath in. Letting go, exhale. We'll do the other side. So take the left leg to the sky, inhale. Bring the knee to your left arm as you exhale. Take it up to the sky, inhale. And across the body to the right, exhale. Take it to the sky, inhale. Top of the mat, exhale. And then have a look at your back foot. Hop it forwards one step. Out to the right and then turn the heel in, but have those toes facing diagonally forwards as we rise up, warrior one, facing the top of the mat. Bend that left knee deeply. Press to the outside edge of the foot, left hip back, right hip forwards, belly draws in as you reach to the fingers. Inhale, swim the hands behind the back, exhale. Maybe move along one finger as you reach down and open out the chest. Humble warrior, come forwards. Drop down inside the knee. Look at the back of the mat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then very slowly, reaching back up into our warrior one, looking up or forwards. Hands to mat, downward facing dog, press back. Optional vinyasa, thinking about it, inhale, mindfully lowering, exhale with those shoulders snugly in the sockets. Keep the shoulder blades down the back as you lift and lengthen, down dog, press back. Adjusting those feet. Take a full inhale and a lengthy exhale. Preparing to step forwards, come onto the toes, lift the heels, bend the knees, step, walk or jump, top of the mat. Heart lifts, inhale, fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale, fold, exhale. Inhale, gaze, heart lifts. And exhale, fold in, either plank pose for our little press-ups or down dog. If you're in plank pose, shift the weight forwards, knees down, cross at the ankles, shoulders in the socket, shoulder blades down the back, belly to spine. Rock on the knees, exhale. Press back up, inhale. Keep those shoulders in the sockets, exhale. Press back up, inhale. And one more. Inhale. And all the way down. So we're just balancing out our shoulders by doing that in our yoga practice today. Lift the chest, hands, feet. Maybe stay here or rock back to the thighs for cobra. Or take the hands back a little further back, and then rock to the tops of the feet, upward facing duck. Downward facing dog, press back. Good. Take a full inhale and a lengthy exhale. Right leg to sky, inhale. Knee to left arm, exhale. To the sky, inhale. To the right, exhale. To the sky, inhale. Top of the mat, exhale. Set your foundation to that left foot. Warrior one, rise up, inhale. Swim the hands behind the back, exhale. Open out your chest, inhale. Humble warrior, exhale. Reach back up, inhale. Hands to mat, down dog, exhale. Left leg rises, inhale. Knee to right, exhale. To the sky, inhale. To the left, exhale. To the sky, inhale. Top of the mat, exhale, set your foundations. Rise up, inhale, warrior one. Swim the hands behind, maybe move along one finger. As we open out the chest, inhale. Humble warrior, exhale. Reach back up, inhale. Downward facing dog, press back, exhale. Your vinyasa, inhale. Prepare, shoulder blades down the back, exhale. Really thinking about that. Opening out, expand across the collarbones. Downward facing dog, press back. Good. Take a full inhale through the nose. Letting go out of the mouth. Let's just drop to our knees and have a pause. You guys have worked quite hard. First part of this class, so let's just chill out. So take the knees wide, big toes touch, finding a child's pose. If your knees aren't happy in child's pose, skip it out and just take a seat and just drape over your thighs. Child's pose doesn't make you a better person, just like sitting cross-legged. It's just what your body's happy to do, just to find that resting position. And if you can, support your head. If you need to take some deep breaths, do that through the mouth. And then just start to relax your breath, finding that smooth rhythm, and just feeling your heart melt into the floor. I'll just take a few more breaths here. And then reaching your hands forwards. Let's bring ourselves forwards into a tabletop position, just adjusting those knees under the hips. And again, just moving those shoulders away from the ears, really having that focus today. And drop the belly, open the chest, inhale cow, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale cat, push down, arch the back. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, tuck your toes, down dog, press back. And then start to walk your hands to your feet at the back of your mat. Going a little bit deeper here in our forward fold, so a couple of options. Either hook your big toes, if that's not possible today, just bring your hands to the front of your shins here, and either pushing against those shins in a gazing pose, or pulling against the toes as you lift the chest. And take yourself slightly forwards in the front of the feet, whichever variation you took. You can take a breath in, and then exhale, either pulling against the toes, so gently fold it, or adjust your hands to the backs of your legs, to the calves, and use those hands to gently energize yourself in. Let your head hang, don't lift the head, and just move the shoulders away from the ears. Deep breaths. We're looking for a nice even stretch to the back of the legs. And then gently release whichever variation you took. Bend both knees, take the heat out of the hamstrings, ragdoll. Slowly rolling up. Circle out and up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Circle out and up, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lift the heart, inhale. And fold back in and walk your hands forward so you're back into a downward dog. And press back. Going to take the right leg to the sky as you inhale. Step your right foot in between your thumbs, help it through. And then we're going to turn all the way around to face the left side of our mat, so the long side of your mat. Have a moment just to widen that stance maybe a little bit more, and have a look at your big toes and make sure they're in line with each other. You could even slightly angle those both big toes inwards. And then come on to the tips of your fingers and lift your chest in a gazing pose. You can take your shoulders slightly forwards, and if the heels start to lift a bit, just a little softening of the knees to bring the weight back down to the heels. Take a full breath in as you lift that chest, and then exhale, we'll take a fold. And options here, you can keep the hands where they are, you can bring them onto the backs of the legs to help you energize yourself through. You guys are a little bit more flexible, you can have them under your shoulders or even reverse your hands through the legs. Again, not one suggestion is better than the other, it's just what works for your body today. Taking full breaths. And then coming back onto your fingertips. From here, soften your knees. If you took a really wide stance, just reduce it a little bit. Draw the navel to spine, bring your hands to your hips as we slowly come up. I'm going to prepare for warrior two, so turn your right toes to face the top of the mat. So your right heel is in line with the inner arch of the back foot, more or less. And then lift your chest, relax your shoulders and reach your arms to that height of the shoulder. Gaze over the front hand, take a full inhale. And then bend your right knee, pressing the shin forwards as you exhale, keeping nice and upright through the crown of the head. And you're pressing that right knee forwards, a little bit open to the right, and you're pressing back to the outside edge of that back foot, so you're not rolling onto the inside of the foot, potentially straining that leg, that ankle. Inhale here, going a little bit deeper. And then side angle, tilt forward. To begin with, we're just going to soften that right elbow so it gently touches the knee. Rotate the left palm up and sweep the arm up and over. And from here, from that left foot to your left hand, you're lengthening. And again, from underneath that left shoulder blade, you're lifting the shoulder blade and then lengthening a little bit further, finding more space. And then we're going to take a half bind. So you're going to swim that left arm behind your back, and either just have the back of the hand on your back here, or slide the hand and find your right waist. Sorry, your right thigh. Wherever you are, we're just going to gently roll open that left shoulder. And then option, bring your right elbow on the inside of the knee and bring your hand to the ankle. These are all options and maybes. Gently pushing against the knee, pulling against your bind or pressing against your back to roll open that left shoulder. Don't forget to breathe wherever you are. Inhaling, exhaling. And then release that left arm, unravel it so the palm is facing upwards as we sweep the arm up and over, lifting from underneath the shoulder blade, lengthening. Look down, come back up into your warrior two. Hello, right thigh. Straighten the front leg, reverse, take the heat out. And then from here, we're going to cartwheel our hands to the mat, turn onto the toe of the back foot, and step forwards. Inhale, gaze. Exhale, fold. Rise up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Okay, from here we're going to balance. We're going to come into our pigeon balance, which is this one. Okay, so feet parallel. I'm going to give you options. So first of all, just lower down into a sort of soft chair pose, and then come onto the toe of the right foot.
And then you're going to bring your ankle across the knee. And you can keep your hands to your heart here if you wish. I'm just going to gently move that right knee down towards the floor, and you could maybe bring your hands to your foot and your knee. And then maybe start to lower your chest to your shin. Fix your gaze on one thing that's not moving, and it's not me, and it's not the person in front of you or next to you, or even behind you. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you've got your hands to your heart, you could bring the elbows down in front of the shins, wrapping those right toes around the upper arm, pressing that left elbow into the shin, reach forwards. Don't forget to breathe. And then very slowly, mindfully come out, woo, wobbly. And you're going to end up with your right foot in front of your left. So just stepping that right foot over in front of your left, separating the heels. If you can, if not, just feet grounded, parallel. Circle out and up, inhale. Folding, exhale. And either bring your hands to your shins or the mat. You could also come onto the toe of the right foot if you're a little bit tight in the legs here. Just taking a forward fold. And again, if crossed legs not working, just uncross and have them parallel. But if you do have a little bit more space, you're walking your hands over to the right side on the tops of your fingers. And then press your hips to the left, so pressing back. You feel a big outer shoulder, outer hip stretch. And then coming back to center. From here, we can do a funky transition to our pigeon pose, okay? And the way we're going to do this, let's go try and work it out. You're going to unravel, so your right foot steps back. So you're lunging over that left leg. And then press into your hands, so your left knee comes behind your left wrist. Yeah. Or your way is better. So we end up with the left knee behind left wrist, and you're going to shimmy that right leg back and get nice and low. If your body is not doing pigeon pose in that sense, you're going to lie down on your back and take reclined pigeon, okay? Nothing wrong with that. It's just a way that your body wants to behave today. So left knee, left wrist, walk the right leg back. Come onto the tips of the fingers, lift the chest, take a breath in. And then exhale halfway down. Press back up, inhale. And then go all the way down as you exhale. Make a little pillow with your arms for your forehead and settle in. We'll take reclined pigeon, yeah? So we'll just lie down. And you're going to bring your left ankle to the right knee. And you can just gently move the leg away from you. If you wish, you can hug in. But you might just want to stay here, that's fine, like that, okay? With most poses, there are different variations to suit our bodies at any one time, so there's always different options. Okay, just let yourself melt into the floor here. I'll just take a couple more breaths. And if you're lying down, you can come and join us into a seated position. We're going to take a seated twist. You guys in pigeon, we're going to lift up, lean into the left hip, grab the right leg and swing it forwards. So you end up right over left with the leg forwards or kicked into rest against outer hip, the one that makes more sense for your body. And then hug the knee in place with the left arm. So right over left. And then sit up, lift that chest, the heart. Take the right arm up. And then again, lift from underneath the shoulder blade, lift and lengthen, twist and turn, and bring the fingertips behind you. Now keep that lift of the chest, that hug of the knee, finding a little bit more space, and closing your eyes. Coming to face forwards, inhale. All the way round into your counter twist as you exhale. Then coming to face forwards, unravel those legs, give them a good shake out. And then find your way back to downward facing dog, press back. Go do all that on the other side. So we'll take the left leg to the sky. Step the foot forwards. And we're going to turn all the way around to face the right side of your mat. And again, you're going to line up your big toes. And you can line them up with the front or back of your mat. It's a good way of doing that. Taking them a little bit wider. Maybe even angle the big toes in if the knees are happy. And come onto your fingertips. Take the weight slightly forwards. Soften the knees if the heels lift. We're going to add a twist this time. So you're going to bring your left hand from your nose to the mat. It can be planted or a fist or even fingertips. With your right hand, you're going to take it to your left side. Like we did in the tabletop, you're going to unravel your chest to the right, pulling against those hands. And then when you get there, elbow reaches up, maybe stay here or unravel the whole arm to the sky. Opening out that right side. Rotating the palm to face in the same direction as your chest. And then we'll swap over, so swap the hands over, push down through that right hand, left hand to your right side, and then unravel yourself to that left side. Open out elbow to shoulder, or shoulder to elbow to hand. Breathing. And then bring the fingertips under the shoulders, lift the chest, inhale, and fold, exhale. Again, hands in a position that makes sense for your body this second time round. And then bring the fingertips to the mat, lift the chest, soften the knees. If you took a wide stance, reduce a little bit so you have support and control. Hands to hips as we come up. Turn those left toes to face the top of your mat. Looking for the left heel to be in line with the inner arch of the back foot more or less. Lift the chest, drop the shoulders, reach the arms in that shoulder height, and you can just look down the back arm looking for that line. And then without moving the body, just bend that left knee, nothing else changes. So the knee comes above the ankle really nice. Smooth your breath, keeping that lift of the chest, maybe creating a little bit more space. And then side angle, nothing else changes. We just lean forward so the elbow softly touches the knee. Rotate the right palm up as we do a big semicircle, reaching to the top. And from underneath your right shoulder blade, you're going to start to lengthen. So really lifting up from that area. Breathing. And then swim the hand behind your back. So either have the back of your right hand just on your back here, or slide your hand looking for the left thigh. And rolling open the shoulder, whichever variation you took. And then if you wish, and only if you wish, elbow on the inside of the knee, hand to the ankle or shin, pushing against the knee to get a little bit more space, using that bind or pressure on your back to roll open the shoulder and chest. Smooth your breath, relax your face. And then we'll unravel that right arm so it takes it back, palm up, and then up and over, lengthening from under the shoulder blades. As we come back to Warrior Two, embracing the sensation through that right leg. And then straighten the leg, reverse, take the heat out. And then we'll cartwheel our hands all the way forwards. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, gaze. Exhale, fold. Rise up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. So pigeon on the other side, bend the knees. Come onto the toe of the left foot. Fix your gaze on something that's not moving and bring your ankle across the knee. And just gently press the knee down towards the floor, doing that external rotation in the hip, flexing the foot. And you can have your hands to your heart or hand to knee and ankle. Lowering the chest a little bit more if you wish. Keep your gaze fixed. Smooth your breath. Give it a little bit more space, hands to heart. Bring the elbows on front of the shin, hook the toes around the upper arm of that right arm. And then press those elbows into the shin, reach forwards with the chest. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then slowly, slowly unraveling. So you end up left over right. I'll come this way, left over right. And again, just separate the heels a little bit so you feel nicely balanced. If you don't feel balanced, just keep both feet grounded on the mat. And then circle out and up, inhale. Folding, exhale. Hands to shins or the mat. If you want to toe, that left foot, knee bent, or heels down and lower, your choice. Well, it's probably not your choice, the choice of your body. And then if you've got a nice low position, you can walk your hands to the left side on the tops of your fingers, and then press your hips back to the right side. So you're feeling a nice outer hip and outer shoulder stretch. And then come back to face forwards. We'll do that funky transition to pigeon. So your left foot, you're going to unravel it and step it back. So you're lunging over the right leg. And then lean into your hands so you have lightness pressed down. So your right knee can come behind your wrist. And your foot is in front of your left thigh. Or lying down, because that makes more sense for your body. And then walk back. Get nice and low in the hips. Untuck the foot. Tops of the fingers lift the chest. Inhale. Halfway down, exhale. Lift the chest, open out, inhale. All the way down, exhale. Make a pillow with your arms. Support your forehead. Let go. Smooth out that breath. Lying down, you can start to make movements to come and join us in a seated position for our twist. You guys in pigeon, you're going to lean into your right hip, grab the left leg, bring it forwards. So we end up left over right with having the right leg forwards or kicked into outer hip. And then hug the knee in place with the right arm and sit up. Take the left arm up as you inhale, lengthen. Swim the hand behind, lift through the crown of the head, lifting chest, twist and turn, and breathe. Just relaxing those right fingertips to the floor behind you. To center, inhale all the way around into your counter twist, exhaling. And then gently unraveling those legs, give them a good shake out. So we're just going to do a forward fold of choice. I'm going to suggest taking the legs wide. If that's not working for you today, you can come into Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together and lengthening through the crown, the head. Otherwise, legs wide. Again, not one is better than the other, it's just what your body's asking for today. So if you've got your legs wide, things that we can do, tuck the inner thigh under and pull out behind you so you're more leaning forwards. If you're in Baddha Konasana in this position, you're just going to gently pull the toes up towards you, lengthen through the spine, and pivot from the hip. Keep that length as you come forwards, okay? If you're in your legs wide, you're going to keep your feet flexed pointing upwards, hands behind you. It's going to lift up through the crown of the head, trying to energize yourself forwards, keeping those feet active. And if you've got more pressure on the back of your sit bones as opposed to the front of your sit bones, more like this, just stay here. But if you're sort of more on the front of your sit bones and you take your hands in front, you can do that. Again, not one is better than the other. You're just finding a position that's working for you today. Wherever you are, just take deep, deep breaths. Don't force it. Whichever variation you took, but you're stepping slightly out of your comfort zone. It's not comfortable, but you're not hurting yourself. Know the difference. We'll take a few more breaths. shoulders relax. Down, away from the ears, let your face and jaw relax. And then very slowly walk yourself back in. If you've got in Baddha Konasana, just help the knees together. If you've got your legs wide, one at a time behind the knee, gently pull the leg in so we don't strain. Wherever you are, let's give ourselves a little hug. And then once again, reaching those legs forwards, point the toes, step the hands back, fingertips facing towards you if you can, so we don't hyperextend at the elbow. Roll the shoulders back, press down, lift the chest. Maybe there's a little bit more space. And then gently release, once again, hug in. Okay, we're going to roll down to the mat, so grab your layers if you're using or have them, want them. And then mindfully rolling down with control. Once you get down, give those knees a nice hug and squeeze in. A little rocking from side to side. Just massaging your back here. And then we'll take a twist, so bring the feet to the mat. Take the arms wide with the palms facing upwards. Shift your hips a little bit over to the right, let your knees go to the left. And if you wish, you can use that left hand to draw the knees down as you reach your right arm out, or keep them wide and open. Feeling that nice feeling of expansion across the chest, open in our heart area. And just taking that twist in the opposite direction mindfully. And then gently bring yourself back up to center. Hug the shins in towards the body, or happy baby. And then find a position you can rest in for a few minutes. Making sure you're comfortable. And I'm going to take you through a guided shavasana, guided relaxation. The purpose of this is to keep you present. And so your focus for the next few minutes will be on my voice. So just making the body comfortable. Maybe if you've got your legs long, you can have the feet wider than the hips, or in a position that feels relaxed for you, letting the feet fall apart. And then the arms maybe a little bit away from the hips, with the chest nice and open. And if you're happy to do so, closing the eyes or at least soften the gaze. And just take a few deep breaths. And just notice your breath moving in and out of your body. Just letting your breath follow its natural cycle. Don't try and control it. And with each inhale, experience a sense of expansion in the body. And with each exhale, a feeling of relaxation and peacefulness. Letting go of the weight in your arms, legs, head.
letting go of the whole body. Allowing yourself to fully trust the surface you are lying on, knowing that you're in a safe place. Nothing bad can happen. And every time you exhale, allow yourself to melt a little bit deeper into the earth. Maybe noticing the blood flowing in your veins, your heartbeat, your breath, slow and calm. Scanning your body, maybe noticing a sensation of warmth or even tingling, maybe in your hands or your feet. And just allowing things to be just as they are. Finding a sense of coming home to your body, a sense of everything being connected. Allowing your body to be just as it is. Allowing yourself to be just as you are. You are whole, complete, and perfect. And as you notice that breath coming in and going out of the body, just allowing yourself to be embraced by your own breath. Staying in this state a little bit longer as we allow the body to feel the full benefits and effects of our relaxation. Bring any movement into the body or we open our eyes, just come back to your breath. Noticing that breath moving in and out through both of your nostrils. Noticing how you're feeling now compared to the beginning of the practice. Maybe noticing a positive change in your body as a result of your practice. Noticing a sense of calmness and stillness within, knowing that this state of calmness and stillness is your normal state, always available to you, whatever is happening around you. You can come back to this blissful state anytime just by bringing your awareness to your breath. As we slowly bring small movements to our body once again. Moving in any way that helps us to wake up. Maybe the fingers, the toes. And movement through the head. Deepening of the breath. And in your own time you can find yourself rolling onto your favorite side and just pausing, making a pillow with your arms. Just feeling that vital energy running through your body once again. Gently pressing your hands into the mat to bring yourself up to sit with your eyes closed. As we bring one hand to our heart and we stack the other one on top. As we leave here tonight, we leave with a more open and uplifted heart. Speaking from our heart, living from our heart. As we bring our hands together, let the palms touch. Together, let's take a full inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be.